Some of the audience feedback that we received after asking the questions that are followed. Does the music fit the film? When asking if the music fit the film, most people said it did fit the film, and it played a really good part, especially at the beginning of the montage when the tempo changed, so that it let the audience know that they were frozen. What type of genre do you think it is? Most of the audience watching were able to say that our film would follow the comedic genre because of the music and the titles, and each shot sort of conveyed that. When asking the audience what they could tell us about the character, they could tell that he was a child who didn't seem to get attention, and when he did have powers, he used it to his advantage to get attention. And that's the kind of feel we wanted to come across, especially as we put the theme neglect into that, and they were able to pick it up without us having to be like, this boy is neglected, which was very good, like in terms of how we planned it. Describe the character traits. Also what was mentioned is that the traits were kind of typical because of seeing the film like Chronicle. People said it sort of followed it, but it was more different because he was an individual, not within a group, so that he wanted to be noticed, which follows within school environment anyways. And like we had to, taking that on board, we had to think if we could change it and do it differently, how could we change it so that it's not compared to trying to be like a big feature film. In what ways did the use of cinematography help portray this story? Feedback that we received was that there were certain shots that were more unique and stood out, which were better than using a standard wide shot, mid shot, close up, mid close up, like the tracking shot when he comes into the house and he's taking off like his outdoor wear, and also the pan when he's running to school. Them shots allow us to engage with the character himself, which is why we use the shots, and that's what the audience were able. What did you think of the story? We were able to say that the story was quite consistent, but if they had to say anything about it, it lacked a bit of continuity when they were frozen, as there were two people still moving whilst it was being filmed. They said it was quick, it didn't allow it to sink in because it changed to something else and it changed to something else. But overall the story came across quite well, as a boy got powers and that he used it to his advantage. But during planning, we had said that we were going to put more than one word there so that they were able to understand what the actual word was, which is freeze. But in actual filming sense, we forgot about that, so that it never happened. And that's one of the things the audience brought up, was that we never stuck really to planning as tight as possible.